It gotta be, dude. One TV in there. Me and Dad are having our. So we used to go to Planet Fitness every Saturday, Sunday. And one day we're leaving, and this is right when Planet Fitness switched from box TVs, like hanging on the ceiling, to flat screens. We're pulling out the front. It says free, and there's 3 TVs on the ground. They're massive, but it's got a steel fucking frame around it. And he's like, "We're taking it." I was like, "What are we gonna do? Hang it from the ceiling?"
It's in the kitchen above the. He puts
Hanging
all
over the
3.
island.
Oh yeah, no, it's above the table, so it's like a jumbotron thing.
But no, dude, the TV probably weighs 100 pounds.
Yeah.
The steel frame probably weighs 400 pounds. It's a huge TV.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay, let's put it up." We're like, "Okay," so he opens the. I'm like, in 3rd grade. I can't lift this shit.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Coach Al comes out and he goes, "Want to help, boys?" Like,
Yeah.
Sure.
He always appeared. I don't know what was. I don't know if like him and Ron secretly were banging. Like I don't know if it was like Butterscotch's dad situation. They were somehow always
curious.
together. They were always like somehow like. Guess who I ran into? Every time he'd say that, it was like Al. 100% it was Al.
But then we put it up and he was like, Al's looking at the other ones. He's like, "Think I should take one?" No.
And then Ron was like, "Go ahead, see ya," and then left. Didn't help him with it.
That's totally something he would do.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Dude, what an asshole.
That is something he it like is masqueraded by the shit like ways the like useless shit mom gets because she gets way more, but he does that shit just as much. Like
the chairs he got from the hotel.
Yeah, he was just like, look at.
Dude, the bright. I think they were in.
They were like those, but yeah, they were the
were here.
original chairs. Yeah.
They were orange.
Red.
They're bright orange.
Yeah.
You can tell they're from a motel.
Yeah.
I think he got them from the Holiday Inn, but
Yeah.
That's disgusting. Do you know how many people have sat in those chairs and probably banged in those chairs?
Yeah, it's very funny. It is very funny.
Like,
but that's what they do though. Like they're both so similar in that, and that's where it comes from. Like that's why when you get like the massive glass collection I have now, like that's the same shit he does, but it's like in different versions.
Mm-hmm. I've never done that, and I hope, dude.
It becomes very exciting. Like when we would go.
No, I will never buy as much used stuff. Like, 'cause I'm all for like reusing shit. And like.
Oh, it's not even about that. It's just like look at how sick this is.
But no, you guys buy the most disgusting shit. I would never buy a used couch. With exception.
Nice.
With exception, I would.
This is a nice couch.
For what we need it for? Yes.
It'd look good in some of the apartments.
If I was a single 21-year-old in an apartment, would I use that couch? Probably.
Yeah.
But family of 4, making a little over the median household income in New Hampshire, would I buy that as my couch? No, I would not.
No, but it's a good
like that brown couch we had.
The leather one?
No, the dark brown one we got before we moved here. We had it in Island Shores.
Oh yeah.
Couch,
yeah.
Because it was preparing for you.
Yeah.
The flower couch Mom got.
Yeah. It was comfy though.
No,
it was big. Yeah, it was. It was nice.
It was a little comfy, but it was disgusting. It was so ugly. The giant fucking bar she bought outside.
Yeah, that's fun though. When there's like your graduation party, like that was nice. Like with a canopy and playing volleyball, like that's a great spot.
That wasn't my graduation party.
It was whatever.
It was this
whatever.
Summer. But still, it's cool.
But what's annoying though is like he does that shit. Like if you saw that TV, if you were like, we should get that, he'd be like, no. It's the same thing as X. Like if it was your idea, it's stupid. His idea, it's the best idea. Like there was like a nice when we would go to the Loud and Dump, like how people just leave shit. Like that was the thing. Like there was always something kind of cool
bikes.
there. There was always something. Bikes! There's always something like cool there. And there was once like a frame of like a go-kart. I remember seeing that and I was like, that is so I wanted it so bad. And he's like, if it's there next week, maybe. For fucking 2 months. No, for 2 months it was there. And every time it was like, oh, maybe. No, we won't even do it. We won't even do it. And then like the one time it was gone. He was like, oh, maybe we could have. And it was same with like, but then he also was like the king of throwing away shit for like all those bikes we had behind the shed in Loudon. All those bikes. Yeah, there were so many bikes. But like one of them was like the motorcycle bike.
Yeah.
That was Papa's. All it needed was like a tire. And I remember he threw it away and I was so upset. I was so mad. I was like, why would you throw it away? And he was like, no one used it. It was like the logic was there, but it was like if it's not his and he doesn't see someone touching it that day,
prioritize.
he dumps it.
I will have half a glass of like chocolate milk on the counter, and he'll dump it and clean the glass.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's on the counter.
I went to the bathroom, came back, and my drink is gone.
Yeah. That's happened tons. Yeah. Or I'll put it to like the side. This is more understandable. Like I'll put it to the side, like I'm gonna use it again, and he takes it, and I'm like, well, you only put cups there. Like if I'm not done, it's going in the sink.
Yeah. No, I
but
don't.
yeah, he does dump
logic
stuff.
Isn't always there.
No.
He's very selfish man that Ron is.
Yeah, he sure can be.
No, but like, I remember we always wanted.
It's the opposite. They're both. That's where the opposite. Ron, doesn't matter if you're using it currently. He'll take it out of your hand.
Yes.
Mom is the opposite, where she'll let it sit there for a day.
Yeah.
And you're like...
The pasta the other day?
Yeah. Yeah. That's where, like, when Maddie sees, like, we have pizza, like, left out all day, she's like, oh, like, now I can't have it. And I go, why?
What? I'll eat it.
I do eat it.
I eat it all the time.
Yeah. And she's like, you're not supposed to. Especially when it's, like, especially when there's, like, meat. Like, I'd get hamburger and stuff, and she'd be like,
That's a little different. I don't know if I would do that.
I still eat it. Yeah, I still do it.
But, like, my immune system's probably jacked from doing that shit all the time.
Yeah. It's just down there, like, benching. It's like some bullshit comes down, like, meh. It's like, it's about time some pussy came. Sup, bro? Pop, 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 pop.
You got that doo-doo?
Yeah. Welcome to Backbreakers University, baby. Let me back up there.
Oh, dude, like, I was literally looking for food the other day. There's sausage in the freezer. Do you know when it expired? 2019. That's pre-COVID sausage.
Our freezer is like a never-ending joke.
No, like it doesn't.
But if you go through a freezer, that's what our freezer is. Like there's I mean, the never-ending joke is like the dead cats we had in the freezer in an Eggo box. Like that's never not funny, and it's always a good way to like make someone laugh and then be like, "What the fuck did you? How the fuck did you grow up?" Like we had dead kittens. We were gonna bury them. What do you want us to do?
It was winter.
The ground was hard. You can't bury your grandmother in the winter. You can't bury these cats either. If grandma can't be buried, neither can the kittens.
Is there room by her feet? Dude, she froze tadpoles in there too once.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
In a coffee container.
No. She
left them on the porch.
Yeah, she left them there, and then they froze. Yeah, because they were in the pool, tadpoles. And Dad was like, "I'm done having this shit in the pool." Yeah. And so she started getting them out one by one and put them all in there because she's like, I don't want them to die. And then they fucking froze the next night. Like, you should have just left them.
I know. And then there was just dead tadpole. Oh my god.
Well, some of them lived. Some of them lived because they're like able to live. They're like fish in that sense. But yeah, some of them didn't make it. Some didn't last the tadpole holocaust.
Dude, I think it's so weird that like back then I would just pick up a frog. I will never touch a frog.
I never would. I was never one of those. No.
But that's like
that was like when there's a couple like example like in elementary school, like I went to Chance's house, and like he was like, I think he had like either a 4-wheeler or like a dirt bike, but it was also like the neighbor. They like made a trail, and then we were walking on it, and the neighbor went by. It like freaked me out, and I fell and was covered in mud and was so upset. Like I was so like it wasn't like aggressive, but I remember having to go into the bathroom to change and looking at it and was like, I'm so gross. Because I'm like not that kind of guy where some dudes are like sick mud. Now I feel comfortable. And I was like, yuck.
And dude, I can't even have like lotion on. Like I need to rub lotion all the way in.
Yeah. That was the same as like my like first serious girlfriend is like they grew up like in the woods and all that. So she'd go like fishing and like hold it and I'd be like, it's so slimy. Don't touch it. Get it away.
You should have seen when Dean and I went fishing.
Oh.
Neither of us would touch the fish.
Oh, really?
And Dean's a little better.
So it's just on a rock, and it's like, someone just pull me back.
No, dude, we are not fishermen.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like, we need to have my friend Sam come with us next time. He'll D-line the fish. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I'm so all set with like getting dirty and doing all that.
Dirty.
I'm so like I'm not about that at all.
Yeah. No, maybe if because I don't think I've ever like had like boots
Yeah, not until I started working, and I was like, I guess I need boots.
Yeah,
and
but
I
like, even
even
with like my Timberlands, like I don't want to get them dirty. I like to have my stuff clean.
Mm.
This is coming from the guy that will eat like expired sausage.
Yeah.
I didn't eat it, by the way. They're still in the.
Well, there's milk in there that I'm like scared to touch because I had like milk like a month ago, and it was like a week old. So like wasn't like anything bad, but it like
there's
had a
frozen eggs in
slight
our
taste.
fridge.
Yeah, well, that's part of the
freezer.
whole we freeze everything, and it's
I don't
okay.
get like, dude, why does she buy more stuff when we have it frozen, and then that's why it goes bad.
The freezer's very crazy. Like there's
There's bags and bags
steak.
and bags of random shit.
Yeah, there's like wrapped in the brown paper bag that's on like the second drawer. That's like shredded steak she got once because when I would like make steak and cheese a lot, she was like, "Oh, I'll get ahead of it and get him one," and then didn't tell me though, but put it in the freezer, and she was like, "Oh, that steak I got you." I was like, "It has to be out for like a month."
She bought me 2 dozen
So funny.
bagels because I was making breakfast sandwiches. How many breakfast sandwiches do you think
Yeah.
I'm gonna make?
Yeah.
Like before I could even finish the first one, like that's 6 breakfast sandwiches in
Yeah.
a week. That's a lot of breakfast sandwiches. That's a lot of egg,
Yeah.
bagel, and bacon to consume for a
Yeah.
week. 6.
That's where I love to like critique it, but that's what I do. Like that's how I am. Like I really take after her on that. Like anytime there's a party or something, like there's maybe 6 Coors Lights taking out of like a 24 pack over there
Yeah.
down here where I got it. Maddie was like, I grabbed that, and then I think I grabbed like a thing of Blue Moon, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, I think it was for the Super Bowl. And I was like, I'm just excited. Like, I don't want to, I'd rather have too much. And she was like, and I was like, you're right. And I put one thing back, and she was like, that's the one you put back?
I have like in my drawer in my room, like not the tall boys, but like those kind of tall Coors Lights that have been in there since like not the October we just had, but the one before.
Gross.
And those are probably like I don't know.
Yeah, and warm. Gross.
Yeah, but like if I cold like put them in the fridge,
Yeah, it's kind of too late.
Yeah, I think they're ruined, and I don't know how to throw them away.
Just dump them and.
It's probably a good idea, but I don't know. It's so gross. Like I'm excited to see like if Joanna and I ever move in together, what the first thing's gonna be where she's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Dude, people just dust their walls.
For dust kitties.
Dust kitties. Get the dust kitties over there. The what?
Oh, what was funny though is so jumping back real quick to go a little full circle with the move, her grandparents, all of them, like when we got back for the last trip, they had just got the TV working. So me and Chris like are grabbing like another piece of pizza, and we look, and they're all 4 of them are sitting like within the couch and then the chair watching Naked and Afraid. They're all just like. And then, like, we're all asking questions. We're like, what? Why? What?
Why are you watching Naked and Afraid?
It's so... They love it. The 4 of them, they love it. They were talking about it, and we're like... And then there was, like, showing the people, and, like, I guess it gives them a ranking on how they think they'll do. And they're like, they won't be good. They're not going to do well. And then they're, like, talking about, like, their first encounter meetings and, like, how awkward it is. And it's just... I don't know. It's so funny.
See, it sounds like the same thing where I always tell Joanna, I'm like, your family's white, but mine's white trash. It's different.
It's a different breed, yeah.
It's like, there's a difference between, like, regular...
We've got people who watch Judge Judy.
Yeah.
That's a special kind. That's you watching for preparation.
You're going to be studying.
For fake court. Like,
okay.
Not acquittal, all right.
Yell at judge. Okay.
All My Children is on. Perfect.
Little House on the Prairie. No, like the stuff I tell people sometimes they do not understand.
Yeah.
Like, do you know that cake that's in the fridge?
The one from like my birthday?
No, like the pep. It says like pep. It's in the fridge. It's like a box. No, you don't know what I'm talking about.
No, I haven't really gone in the fridge. There hasn't been much for me to go snag.
No, dude. Dad's grocery list consists of deli meat and milk. All he gets. Yeah. There's food down there, dude. You got cheese, pepperoni, and salami, or not even. You got bologna,
roast
cheese,
beef. He gets roast beef. He doesn't get like anything like. I mean, all I would eat for deli sandwiches like pepperoni, salami, and cheese.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get pepperoni, so then it's like bounces out.
Yeah, 'cause you can't just eat a salami and cheese sandwich.
No, no. And there's only like so many grilled cheeses you can do.
I know.
And like you do what like, but it's also like he only gets the amount of bread for himself.
I know.
Which is fine. He's the only one. But he's the only one who does it. So it's fine. But like the random times I'll be like, okay, I'll make a grilled cheese. I make 2 and I'm like wipe it out on him. So then I'm like, oh well, now he's not gonna eat sandwiches for 2 days. Because it's like 2 sandwiches is 4, and that's a quarter of it.
No, because then he gets mad. So then he'll buy more. But then after you've had deli sandwiches for dinner for 7 days straight, you don't want 7 more days of deli sandwiches. So then the bread he bought just goes bad.
Yeah.
He goes, oh, I'm not going to buy any more because nobody eats it. It's like,
Yeah,
no.
which is understandable. I go through phases of it.
Yeah, because
But
when it's the only thing to eat,
yeah,
and maybe I'm like,
no, it's one of those things.
I don't mean to take it for granted.
Yeah,
But it's like just a little more variety would be nice.
what's funny is like oh, what would she see us do and be like, what the fuck is that? One of those things is like putting stuff on the counter. Like Dad will make his sandwiches on the straight counter.
Oh yeah, no, dude, we have a cat.
I know.
We have a cat that walks on the counter.
I know, and I put food like straight on the counter. I do that too, though.
Do that.
I don't know.
I put a paper towel down and wash when I make stuff on the counter.
I'll put it I'll also put stuff on like the wrapping of something. Like if I use bread, like I'll put it on the wrapping of it sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'll put stuff down on it all the time. And it's so funny to like see Maddie's like interpretation of something, like walk by it and be like,
if we didn't have a cat, that's a whole different situation. But we have a cat that goes to the litter box and gets on the counter.
I don't know. I don't think about it.
Dude, that's just. Do you know what you're putting in your body?
I don't.
Oh, it's so gross.
It's probably better than some of the other stuff.
Yeah, true. You know, I did the Tide Pod challenge before it was popular.
That's
Yeah, dude, elementary school. Saw it, wanted to know what it felt like, and it popped in my mouth. Yeah, didn't taste good.
Yeah, imagine. We remember Mackenzie? Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember once we were like on the bus and he was like gnawing on a pen.
Oh, it exploded.
And no one was paying attention to him. And you know how he is, like he would just do something if you told him to.
Yeah.
But like, so this was like a thing. No one was really talking to him. Like everyone was kind of doing their own thing.
Did he not realize it popped?
No, he was just like, it was like the classic like show or movie where you're like, a kid would be like, and you'd be like, that's not how people would react. It's exactly what happened. It's like everyone was like kind of talking and be like, uh-oh. And then like it was on him, it was in his mouth, it was on him, and we were like, what the fuck happened to you? It's like, oh, it sucks. We're like, what happened?
And you
like,
can't
I was just chewing on it.
You're gonna ruin your clothes.
Yeah, it's just like, there's no good, I don't know. It's like peanut butter. Like everything you touch, it doesn't get off of you. It just adds on to you and other things. Like it just grows. It's like Mantis Toboggan would say. Like it's a virus. You've got the
virus.
You've got the bug.
So spread the word to all of your friends. At Patty's Pub, you're guaranteed to catch a virus.
It was crazy. And we're like, what are you doing? People were so mad too. It's so funny.
It's so sad.
He's like, I was just chewing on it.
I was just chewing on it.
I don't know what happened.
Oh no, I got these scars.
No way I can't taste anything.
He permanently has like a blue tooth.
Yeah.
That's so dude. Oh,
Yeah.
That's bad. Bus 3. I can't think of anything else that would be like. Because I know, like, Joanna's very tidy. She would be pissed at, like, if we were living together, got out of bed and didn't make the bed. I know that would be an issue.
I don't do that.
That would be an issue. She gets mad because I'll get completely...
Maddie will make it before we get in it. And I'm like, why you do it? Like, when we got home, I, like, got into the bed, and she was like, oh, I didn't get to make the bed. And I was like, why?
If you're
just
going to do it, make it
in
when
it.
you wake up. Don't do it when you get home.
Well, she makes it, and then we get into it. So it's like, why? But it's also like the dogs will chew on it, so then we have to put like a blanket down. So it's like that's.
See, she gets mad because like I'll like completely change to get like in my pajamas, and then I'll get in bed and take my socks off in the bed.
Oh,
So I'll get a collection of socks at the end of the week in my bed.
Oh.
Pretty cool.
I'll only do that because Maddie doesn't like it, so I'll take him off and then I'll scoot him over there. So then she'll like feel it at some point, like, bah! I don't know how like anyone's ever been with me. I'm a fucking torture.
Yeah.
I'm so
I heard her
terrible.
yell at you the other night to stop doing something.
Yeah, I don't see. That's the thing. I don't know what it was because I do a lot. But it's
Yeah.
so funny.
I think you must have like farted or something. She's like, "You're so gross. What if?" No, that's what it was. She's like, "What if I just turned over and did that on you?"
I don't think it was that
It
then.
was something like that.
I don't remember. But I'm such an like.
So
I don't know if
disgusting.
narcissist is the right thing,
I think it's
but it's like I will.
treat others how you want to be treated, Josh. It's the golden rule.
Well, that's the thing too. Is like she'll be like,
But the thing is, if she farted on you, you'd be like, "Good one."
I'd laugh. And that's what she'll do though. Like I'll do something, she'll be like, I'll mimic. I'll go on a wave of like, I'll burp, and then like I'll copy her, and that really gets her pissed. She really gets angry about it. But then she'll laugh, and it just like encourages me more. But then it's like real frustration. And then I think it was that is then I was copying her, and I got like went to get like I'll go to get closer sometimes to really like egg her on, and like will accidentally hit me.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'll fucking fly over to the other side, like, and I'll just stay like that for like.
Half on the bed, half off.
I'll really like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, oh my god, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Like really like feel really really bad about it, and I'll just be like, oh my god, what the
See,
every single time. And the other night or like the night before, I did it, and I was like, I'm really gonna let this one ride. I'm gonna see how this goes. I did it for like 5 minutes, and it went from like I'm really sorry, and then I was like, wait, did I really hurt you? Like, come on, oh, did I really? And like really felt bad, and I was like, and then it's so annoying too. Like I do feel bad, and then I'll just be like, no, I'm all right.
see,
And then I'll want to just go back to watching whatever, and she's like, well, like I feel bad, like because she'll feel actually really bad, and I'm like, it's fine. Like, can we just go back to watching this? Because I'm done playing my little game.
See, my thing is I play dead. I'll go, oh, and then I'll lay there, and she'll get so mad.
Oh, because you're playing dead.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll do that, and I'll be
Or
like,
like knocked out. I'll be like,
I'll go.
no, see, I just like.
And then she doesn't like it because it's me pretending to be dead. And then it like the idea of death is scary, and then it brings that.
See, that's one of my other jokes is like, I have a serious thing where I think I'm gonna die when I'm 22.
Mm-hmm.
I have since I was like 14. Like 22 is the age. I know it is. So if I die when I'm 22, you got to clip this because like you're gonna.
Yeah.
Like next year, at some point, while I'm 22 years old, I'm a goner. And I'll always talk about it, and she gets so mad. But I like those kind of those conversations.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I always like.
Yeah, it's a very select. Yeah, it's either you really like it or you really don't.
Like I always want to know like what would you like? Hey, what would you do if I died tomorrow?
I do like
Cry?
that. I do like to know like how it would ruin somebody.
I don't want to know how it would ruin you, but like I would want to know like. What would you say at my funeral? Like, if I died this way, what would your reaction be?
Yeah.
If I died, like, eating a chicken tender,
yeah,
would you
like
laugh?
dad. Yeah, like dad turned 60 this year.
Yeah, that's scary.
What I would want like well, I don't know. Obviously now he has a different view on it. Like me right now is much different than if I hit 60.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm sure I'd feel a different way.
Oh.
That's how I would do.
It's gonna be hard when he dies.
I don't know. It'd be cool. I'm just kidding. Me and Maddie got home the same time as him the other day, and it was really icy. And no, I can't remember what the thing was, but it was like something. She was like, I don't know why they don't just get a plow or something or whatever. And I was like, well, it's really icy, so I'm like, maybe he's just trying to fall. She goes, something of like how bad that would be, and I was like, yeah, but we'd make a good amount of money. I was like, he's got a good life insurance.
Yeah.
I was like, I'd probably get a studio out of it.
Dude, if that's what you did with your money, I'd be so mad.
It'd be very funny.
If that's what you did, I would actually smack you in the head.
I don't care. I'd fuck you up, so it doesn't matter.
No, you would not.
Yeah, I do. Dude, I would literally fuck you up.
No.
It's so funny how you, like, anytime we've gotten in a fight and you're like, you excuse why you lost.
Josh, there's been no situation where we've been on level playing grounds.
Oh my, see, this is what I'm talking.
Name one time we've been on level playing grounds.
There are no level playing grounds. There's been tons of times where you had a higher level ground and I still won.
No.
Yeah.
Name one.
Anytime, every single time.
No. Last time I had you and Braxton.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I'm not. And that's the thing is, I was gonna step on him, dude. I'm not gonna destroy your dog over some stupid fight about whatever it was.
Yeah.
And you act like you're not 6 years older than me. So anything past the last 2 years, obviously you're gonna fucking win.
Oh my god. Okay.
You're like proud. You're like
no.
You're like 25 and you beat up an 18-year-old. It's like, dude,
That math doesn't even make sense. But it's all right. Sure. We can be the Warrior movie.
Big box.
We can be in the Warrior movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll box next. That'll be the next episode.
Yeah, like Jake Gyllenhaal's in Roadhouse.
My friend's extra.
I know.
Did I tell you?
Yeah.
Shout out Ryan.
Yeah, that's very cool.
When he comes back.
The only thing that's kind of sad is like, I feel like it might be like ruining parts of the movie. Like it sucks. To be seeing
he said he knows a couple like things that happen, because the introduction they did at that fight is the introduction for the fight that my friend was a background character in. So like. And that's the thing is like there's so many videos now of actual parts of the movie because
that's what I'm saying is like there's so much out there.
And I think they want like they've been doing that intentionally, letting people record it.
Yeah.
Because it's just
it's probably just like a fight.
Any press is good press, right? Ryan comes back because he's coming back for his graduation.
Oh yeah.
In the spring, so graduating law school. So see if we can have him on.
Yeah.
Because he asked me the other day again. He was like, "You coming to Vegas?" Like, dude, I can't afford to go to Vegas.
Yeah, Vegas is
plane tickets are like $500.
Yeah.
And like he was like, oh yeah, we'll be good. Like he's got like, cause he lives in like a house and like his landlord kind of just makes them dinner. He's like, oh, I got food. You don't have to pay for anywhere to stay. It's still fucking expensive.
Yeah.
A drink's gonna be like $12.
Yeah. They yeah, I don't know, but like for that movie though, Jake Gyllenhaal looked fucking good.
Looks huge.
He looked great.
And Jake Gyllenhaal's a great actor. One who is always been on my radar but has moved up recently is Steve Carell. I watched
the news.
Huh?
The what?
Beautiful Boy. Have you seen that? Came out in 2018. I watched it last night actually. So it's Steve Carell playing a father who's trying to help his drug addicted son, who's Timothy Chalamet. Dude, I cried 4 different times. It like, especially like with our family having those kind of problems, it depicts the ups and downs of addiction so accurately. It's on Amazon. Like there's one scene where he's doing perfectly fine, like he's like it really seems like he's beat it, and then the next second, everything changes. Yeah. And I literally sat up. I was in my bed. I was like, dude, don't do that shit. What the fuck are you doing? You're throwing everything away. Yeah. And, oh my god, so fucking good. Are you pulling up the?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Steve Carell though, he played in
that
Apple thing where he plays like a news anchor who gets canceled.
Oh, I didn't see that. I don't have Apple. Do you?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll send it to you. It's very good. I watched it before the second season, like right after the first season, like it came out, and it's very like. I don't know. I hate when things blow up because I like when it's like just I know about it. Well, do you know? But it's very good.
You saw that movie or the TV show on Hulu that he was in, where he was like kidnapped.
The patient. That's very good. Yeah.
I like him just as much as a serious actor as I do.
He's a guy who like because of The Office never gets looked at as like a good, but he's very talented.
But like he has such a demeanor about him. Where you really can see him in those situations.
Yeah,
He seems like such an intelligent guy.
Yeah, it's like when we were talking about Owen Wilson. Like Owen Wilson, like is a guy like I see and I go, that's just Owen Wilson. Yeah. Like I can't see past him. Like The Rock, Kevin Hart. Like I just see them and I go, I'm just watching them. Like they're not acting to me. Like Steve Carell's a guy I never feel like I'm just watching. Like he's always the character. Yeah. But
that's like 40-Year-Old Virgin. He deep hit.
Yeah.
So how you doing? I'm doing great. Just doing what needs to be done. And
what does that mean?
I'm sorry, Dad.
Why don't we just have lunch and talk? We can do that, right?
Please.
You think that you have this under control.
I understand why I do things. It doesn't make me any different. You're just embarrassed because I was like, I was like this amazing thing, like your special creation or something, and you don't like who I am now.
Yeah? Who are you, Nick?
This is me, Dad. Here, this is
the
who I
truth?
am.
This is not you. This is not you, Nick.
What are you doing, huh? You always gotta be controlling everything all the time.
Let me book your room
No, Dad.
at a hotel for a couple of nights.
Dad. I don't want it to go like this.
Like the emotion that they I'm gonna cry right now.
Nicholas Sheff, S-H-E-F-F.
There's no one by that name, sir.
There are moments that I look at him, this kid that I raised, who I thought I knew inside and out, and I wonder who he is. I thought we were close. I thought we were closer than most fathers and sons. Why?
I felt better than I ever had, so I just kept on doing it.
This isn't us. This is not who we are. My son is out there somewhere, and I don't know what he's doing. I don't know how to help him. You can't.
I don't feel like I have a disease. This isn't like cancer. This is my choice. I put myself here.
I failed.
I can't do it alone.
I need to find a way to fill this black hole in me. I still have a family. I want them to be proud of me.
What you have, you're gonna find it again. You're gonna get it back. Do you know how much I love you? I love you more than everything.
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 It's an emotional roller coaster of a movie. Like I said, like 4 different times I cried, and there was like a couple where I almost did. And like I started to tear up, like just that scene in that coffee shop. Like that's one of the ones where, so that not like it's not a spoiler or anything, but spoiler alert. Like the son is in that scene. He's asking for money, and this is probably the second act of the movie. And Steve Carell's like, "I can't give you money. I'll get you a room." And he's, "Dad, no, I'm good. I'm leaving." And he goes, "Can we just have lunch?" Like, and he's like, you can see, like you saw it there. Like Steve Carell's just starting to break down.
Yeah.
And Timothy Chalamet just walks out and like, oh my, I can't get words out. It's a tough movie, like, because like a few years, like we had someone living here that we were trying to help in our family, who was going through a very similar situation, and like,
well, it's like Mia Kunis played that same kind of thing, and Mom watched the trailer and like broke.
Yeah,
just watching the trailer.
I almost told Mom about this movie today. And I was like, no.
But you got to do it on like a Friday, so she'll look into it on Friday and then watch it Saturday and ruin her weekend.
I know, but like that was such a good movie, and the emotion that Steve Carell, because he goes from highest highs to the lowest lows. It yeah, I need another watch like that this week.
Yeah, that's
probably a top 10 movie for me.
I definitely have talked about it before, but like a movie, it's not like that. It's not like dark like that, but will always make me cry is About Time. It's like a whole love like time travel thing. Okay. Rachel McAdams, the guy who played in The Patient.
The other guy?
Yeah, the redhead. That one always makes me cry because it's just like the whole thing is like he can travel through time and you can do anything with it, and like, but he chooses like to find love. And I don't know, when I watched it, it was like I was in that time frame of life where I was just like, I just want to be loved.
And
like,
what's really cool too.
And it was, I don't know, dude, it was so beautiful. And the ending is like him walking with his daughter to school, and it's like showing all the small moments where he's like, I don't even use time travel anymore, like I just live in the moment, where he learns lessons from his dad and shit. It's every time
that kid, so that's a true story, the real life version of that kid, he went on to write 13 Reasons Why.
Oh really?
I'm pretty sure, or he like co-directed.
Had something to do with it. Jeez.
Like, and that's the thing, is they really show that he's a very talented person. in
Yeah, I mean that kid's a very good actor. Like he's
Timothy Chalamet.
he's in Dune and stuff, but
Dune
like
sucked, but like
well in other things though, like
he's very popular.
He's very
because of,
good.
like the past year and a half.
yeah.
But I've been a person that hates like newer actors like Jenna Ortega. Like even that I was like, oh, I don't really care for her. Like Timothy Chalamet, I did not care until I watched that.
See, I'm the opposite. I like almost welcome new actors more than old ones because I'm like,
Really?
oh, like they're established, everyone loves them. Like I like being like when Miles Teller, like people like really didn't love Miles Teller. Like I was huge on Miles Teller. I loved it, and now like he was in Maverick. Yeah, but like
nobody
even
started
before
watching
that.
Whiplash until like after Maverick came out.
Yeah, but this is what I mean. Like Maverick, and now everyone loves him, and it's like, oh, he's a great actor, or like kind of same
And
with
now
like
that he's in
Fantastic
shape,
Four.
that's the other thing, too, is it's like,
Yeah,
you gotta
but
love the dad bod before you can love.
yeah,
bod.
but it's just like he was just good at portraying, but
And he was never that guy. He always played like the kind of
douchey college
nerdy,
frat guy. Yeah,
in every
yeah. Yeah.
And that's the Miles Teller.
But he
I
also
love-
got out of it, which was important. Like Vince Vaughn's been kind of stuck in like the
Yeah,
dad divorced guy who's quick and like
yeah.
I don't know, but
You gotta love it though.
yeah, no, I love Vince Vaughn. I love the, but yeah. So the About Time is always makes me cry because it goes on like fatherhood and love, and it was like the perfect time when I saw
My name
it.
is Tim, and this is the year that would change my life forever. Happy New Year! I just didn't know it yet.
Tim, my dear son, this is going to sound strange, but there's this family secret that the men in the family can travel in time.
This is such a weird joke.
It's not a joke.
If it's true, which it isn't.
Although it is.
But if it was, which it's not.
Which it is.
How would I actually...
You go into a dark place, clench your fists, think of the moment you're going to, and you'll find yourself there.
It's going to be a complicated year.
It's going to be a complicated life.
There's beautiful moments
To
in
me,
this
it was always going to be all
because it's
about
only the
love.
men who can do it. So only him and his dad know about it.
I'm Tim.
He never tells anybody.
It's my mother's name.
I remind you of your mother?
Obviously, I should have thought this through more. Could you give me 1 second?
That's what I mean though. Like it's only portrayed for love. Like he does shit to like
your
meet
eyes.
her and do all this
I
stuff.
love the rest of your face too. Haven't even looked further down, but I'm sure it's all fantastic. I'm sure it'll be better next time.
Well done. Some people make a real mess of it the first time.
Amateurs. Some days you want to relive forever. Will you marry me?
I think I'll go for yes.
Some days you only want to live once.
I am so uninterested in a life without your father.
It never occurred to me that I might lose you.
I never said you could fix everything. Not without consequences.
It's so good to see you.
We've never met before.
Oh no. What do I do?
You have to use it to make your life the way you want it to be.
I never know what the future holds, just like everyone else.
Oh, dude, see, this is a movie
Time
that gets
catches
me.
up to all of us, my son.
My dad. I've tried to live every day as if it was the final day.
Dude, this movie
of my
gets me
extraordinary,
fucked up.
Ordinary life.
I hope I see you again.
You will. My whole life depends on it.
This is something that you'll watch and you'll watch like 3 times and get like different like meanings, and it's just beautiful. Like it's family, it's love, it's kids, it's father-son relationship. Like there's so many different marks for it.
What we should do?
It hits
you know
deep,
that
man.
Game we did a few episodes back where it's like, all right, it's a draft. So if we'll do like the best mics, like Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Sad movies that make you.
Yeah.
You want to go first or second?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, that's my number one. That
So is that like
unequivocally every single time at the same. I will call it out when we go to watch it, and I've watched this now like 3 times with Maddie, and every time that part starts to come, doesn't even watch it, just watches me watching for.
What are you doing?
It's her watching me. Every time the part starts to come, she just watches because it's clockwork. I will do it every single time.
So you want to do this right now?
Right now, I don't know if I'll be able to think of the ones that make me cry.
All we need is 5 movies.
I don't know if I can name
Are you
them.
ready? Well, you can cut it up then. Ready? So you're gonna do About Time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna I'll just do Beautiful Boy then. And this isn't actually no. I'm gonna do Stars Born.
That's a good one. Yeah. And we can't repeat.
Yeah, I can't repeat.
Okay. Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Mm-hmm.
That one hits in like adolescence and like unknowing. That one's good.
I'm gonna go from left field. Toy Story 3.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. This sucks because there's going to be like a bunch afterwards where I'm like, oh man, that one always gets me.
Does it have to be a sad cry or can it be a good cry too?
I guess it doesn't matter. Because like that one doesn't like make me cry out of sadness. It's like...
Mm-hmm. I got mine.
What?
Well, it's your turn.
I really don't know. This is tough. They're normally like things I can just rattle off, but it's tough not being able to like... Maybe if I looked at my movies too first, it would have helped. Oh, Interstellar. Interstellar always makes me cry.
What was the movie I was just thinking of? Pursuit of Happiness.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge crier when I watch movies either.
It's only really certain things.
Do you want me to go?
Sure.
You'll probably get one off this.
Sure.
Fruitvale Station.
Mm.
Have you even cried during that?
I mean, I will, but it's not like... It's not something... It's not like an attached movie for me. Like, there's...
Mm-hmm.
Like, About Time is an attached movie for me.
Mm-hmm.
Perks of Being a Wallflower is an attached movie. Interstellar has become one because of that, like, father thing. I'm trying to think of one because it's, like, anything with, like, that family-oriented thing, the relationship thing.
Mm-hmm. This Is Where I Leave You.
That's
one of my favorite
That's
movies.
kind of one, but it's become not, like, a cry thing. It's...
I'm looking at my, like, list of...
Oh.
Silver Lining Playbook.
Mm.
I'm going to go with the easy one, Marley and Me.
Yeah.
A little bit of, like, Marriage Story, the one with Adam Driver and...
That one makes me cry. That's a good one. That every single time, but I also have to... I will watch the opening and the ending every single time, even without watching the movie.
Have you seen... Where is it? Notebook?
Yeah, but not... It's very long where I can't... I've never been able...
Have you seen the documentary Jim and Andy?
I think so.
It's about when...
Andy Kaufman, yeah. Yeah.
Talks a lot about, like, the mental health
Yeah.
of Jim Carrey.
Playing him, yeah.
That's pretty sad.
Yeah. Yeah. That one I don't get emotional. I just get like so intrigued with like how him and like
I think
what do you... It is, but I'm more intrigued by
Boys into Hood. He was the golden ticket, baby.
What kind of... It doesn't get me emotional, but like funny people.
Yeah.
That will... Anything where like it's someone achieving a dream, that shit gets me really rocked.
I think like A Star Is Born is a big one for... Like, nothing makes me more angry than the end of that movie.
Yeah. Miles Teller plays in a good...
50-50?
Yeah. Spectacular Now, I think. Where he's like
I think I've seen that.
That one's good, but it's like... It's partially just because of him and his acting.
Yeah.
He's good.
We're missing a couple big ones.
Yeah, there's a couple that always really get me. Oh, Definitely Maybe with Ryan Reynolds. That one's a good one for me. I don't know if it makes me cry, but Project Almanac, it's like time travel and same thing, like happiness and making mistakes, and at times that can... I don't know. This is something we probably should have prepped, because then I would have had a good list.
You can always cut it. We can always go back to it.
Yeah.
I like looked up sad movies, and none of these are like Forrest Gump. That never like.
No. Well, that's the problem. Like, if you put in sad movies, like, it gives you things that are supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, About Time isn't a sad movie, but it's like the meaning and like what it resonates for me is what makes me always cry, and like what it makes it like such a impactful movie.
Remember the Titans?
Friday Night Lights. Friday Night Lights is one that
yeah.
will always send it over the edge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's the scene in that ending that gets it for you? Because I didn't realize people had different ones.
Which
like
Friday
for
Night Lights?
yeah.
Well, I honestly go back earlier when he blows out his knee that second time.
Oh, so
I
you
think
just
that's
you go
what-
for Booby.
Yeah, well, yeah, because Booby, he's like,
Yeah.
he's gotta get the ride.
Yeah, I guess.
But I think honestly, it's when they're like on all fours.
Everyone's in the end zone, and yeah.
It's like the like.
That's what does it for me. Is like you were so close, yet
What was it?
so
It was
far.
only
You were on the 1 yard line. It was like
And-
literally an inch.
And it's just like the end too when he throws like the ball to the next like generation too. That's just sweet.
See, I didn't realize a lot of people's big emotional hit for it is the father.
When he hugs him.
When he comes over to him, he puts his ring on him, and he was like, "That's yours," and like hugs him, and then they break down because like the hard ass father. I didn't realize. I mean, that's always emotional, but like for me, it's the 1 yard line.
It's the 1 yard line
because it's like the group.
You
it's
guys
you and the guys like slowly get together, and it's not everybody. It's one on one because as soon as that ends, you're not a group anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's over. You're all one on one now. You're not a team. I mean, obviously you're a team,
they were
but
mostly
it's
seniors.
but yeah, it's like you don't
emotional.
unite in suffering. You stew in it
That's
by
one of
yourself,
my-
and you and your close friends are what connect to it.
Yeah. That's one of my worst
Mhm.
fears is I've never been on a winning team. Other than like when I was little.
Mm.
But like even when you're losing, there's such a brotherhood.
Yeah.
Now imagine that on steroids. Like
Yeah.
you're winning, you're in the championship. You guys have done this for years together. This is finally like the thing that you guys have been working towards together, and you came 1 yard short.
Yeah.
What could you have done to gain 1 more yard? What could you have done in practice this week to make that happen?
Yeah.
What could you have done together to get 1 more yard? And I can't imagine that feeling because I've never been there. I've never been in a state championship game in Texas.
You've never been in a playoff game.
I've never been. You've been in a playoff game. Well, you have actually.
Been to You've been to 2.
But it's still like that's an emotion. Like because now I'm never gonna be.
No, it's.
I'm not gonna be in it as a player.
No.
I don't know how I'm gonna console players one day when I've never been there before myself.
Well, that's the thing though. Like you don't console anybody. Like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, well,
but so
you have to lead.
Yeah, but there's so like our season ended. Obviously, we didn't make the playoffs, so our season ended. Our last game, like
You
the
guys
one.
were almost in. You guys were almost in. You were in the hunt.
I know, yeah, but like that's what also having that last game was such a perfect win for the seniors. But you also got to end it in a win. So, like, everyone on the field was so happy. But, like, honestly, like, the joy of that doesn't equate to the same emotion as, like, you lose. Like, obviously, like, it was different for, like, my point of view for it was, like, our senior year playoff. We lost in, like, the place against a team that we could have beaten. They were very good, but we could have won. And it's in the same exact location we lost last year.
Yeah.
And it was like the emotion of losing way outweighs the winning. Like the pain and emotion and heartbreak of that. Like there's no tears like that.
But you almost want the emotional one.
That's what I'm saying though. Like that's what's weird is like you want to like that's all life is you want to like embark on that emotion. You want to feel that, and that's what's shitty is like you have to go through such heart like seeing like any death in like a movie or something. You're like you're going to feel that. Like that's the craziest thing is like that will hit you.
I don't, and that's the thing is like I've won games, I've won small championships.
Yeah.
Right, but there's something about losing.
It tears over everything.
The feeling of losing is so much stronger than
a
the
win.
Of winning.
Yeah, it 100%
and it's not,
does.
And not, I don't want to say it's in a good way, but like, you learn more from losing than you do from
winning. Yeah.
And I don't think I would give up any of the.
It shows true character traits more than anything.
And that's.
But yeah, the two sides of it, like a state championship game. The losers always feel more than the winners. Like the winners are just happy and like you get to exhale. When you lose, like you just feel like there's more built on.
Yeah, like
it's
You have a bigger for like if you're a senior.
Yeah, that's it.
You have there's a chip on your shoulder that you're never gonna be able to wipe off.
Yeah.
At least for 99% of them.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, it's a pretty tough time.
And yeah, I don't know. Especially like if you're like Friday Night Lights, you're 1 yard away.
Yeah, that's
like, what was that Super Bowl where the dude reached out 1 yard?
Rams and Titans. Yeah, Kurt Warner's
1 yard away on the biggest stage there is for football.
Mm-hmm.
What could you have done?
Yeah.
To get that 1 extra yard?
Yeah.
On the sidelines, in the booth, on the field, what could you have done?
Yeah. Kurt Warner's only Super Bowl win. Warren Moon's only, or not Warren Moon. Sorry. Air McNair. Eric McNair was the quarterback.
That's hard. Like I don't think I would give up any of my losses.
Well, I don't know. No.
Well, like the embarrassing ones, I guess.
Yeah.
Like week 1, but we're playing them week 1 again, by the way.
Who?
Sauhegan. But like, what a sensational thing that would be if like we went in there, and won.
Yeah.
Like that would be a real.
Yeah.
That'd be scary for Division 2 if you said, hey, this team that just won 3 games this season goes into Sauhegan, the runner-up, with probably the best.
I think it all depends on how it happens. Like if the kid like obviously knock on wood, but like if the kid like destroys his knee or something, and then it's like
we walk out of there
he's
21
gone.
to 14.
Okay,
that's a huge.
And he's healthy.
And he's healthy.
Okay, yeah.
Like.
Yeah, but it's also like high school. Like there's been there always going to be a guy that where you're like, what, they lost, you know?
Yeah, but
I guess it is different for you guys. Like if I think the last few years, like if someone loses to us with the couple years we've had, they're like, okay, they had their game. But where like if you lose to you, like obviously no offense, but it's like you guys don't really have numbers. You guys don't have kids who have played together for years.
Yeah.
So it's a much different thing.
MV
Yeah.
MV is the most inconsistent team.
Yeah,
it's up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's a team that
we're a team you circle like we should get a win, but like you have to like voice like, hey, don't fuck around right now. But like if you get dogged, you're gonna get dogged and everyone's gonna look at you like they didn't beat you. You just fucked up.
That's the same with like PA. Like
PA can be very sneaky good in a few years.
Like that's what happened.
That's what stuff like this year where it was like, fuck man, like I never think they're good, but like they can be good.
You look at the score that we had against PA and you say, we were going into half, we were down 7-0.
Yeah.
And then that game completely flip-flopped. We had injuries, we were missing a coach, like two of our corners went down.
Yeah.
Our quarterback was just getting absolutely killed because our O-line coach wasn't there.
Yeah.
And not that's like there were so many things we could have done to prevent that, and we didn't make the changes in time.
Yeah.
Or at all.
Yeah. I don't know. That's life, though.
That should have been a 21-14 game.
Yeah. Yeah, ours was a lot more of a blowout, but that's because we just started so hot.
We had a clean intercept. We had a dropped interception on the first play. 2 plays later, we got an interception. The ref called it. Dad was right
that's,
there.
Yeah, I mean,
like, he caught that.
Yeah, I mean that's the difference. Like their first drive we forced a fumble and recovered it in the end zone. Like we started hot, and we had like already started with energy before the game.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that's the thing is
and our team is big on like waves. Like if we can start hot, we're gonna be hot.
Mm-hmm.
If we start slow, it's hard to get that engine running. But
See,
who knows? We don't know how it is
We're a
this year.
first drive team too. Like that first drive we had against Sauhegan this season.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, like we had a 15-yard pass complete, 10-yard run, 12-yard run, and then we punted. Like you just had to keep that momentum downfield.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the year goes. I don't know. But all right.